are very excited to announce that How to Gael is now sponsored by Fall to Ireland.
Woohoo! Bit of a perfect match, really, isn't it?
A match made in Ireland, you might say.
Oh, absolutely.
You wouldn't get the like of it up in Lisdoonvarna, girls.
Or maybe you would, because it's just all on offer really here in Ireland, isn't it?
I know.
I'm telling you.
And I feel like our favourite counties change from week to week, so this is a great excuse for us now to go and find a new one this week.
Girls, I'm going to pitch one to you. What about the vibrant history of Ireland's ancient East? I want to take a girls' trip to County Louth so we can retrace the steps of Queen Maeve in Thornbow Cúnla. There is a really bougie food scene. I know that's very important to you, Shivo. The veggie, loads of songs and histories there, Louise. So you'll get a sing-song. The place of the big epic poets like Art McCooey and Peadar O'Doherty. It used to be Gaeltacht area, Gaeltacht Ursula. So I think County Louth is a place for us.
Okay, pitch Ella Agamsa. So I'm from West Dublin, probably as close to the Midlands as all of us get. Beta a trip go Kilkenny. We could go see Greg Namana. I have a less famous friend living in Kilkenny. It'd be great.
Oh,
A less famous friend. If we're not good enough. But I think you're right, girls. We need to take it out of the group chat and we need to get a plan in action. Now, I know the way we are. We're a terror to get all together and make a plan happen. So could we just start small and maybe, celebrate the unmissable buzz of Dublin city centre? I can't believe I'm saying it. I'll never stop canvassing for the west of Ireland or the southwest. Hop Limerick, Mahrihu. But you know what I mean?
I think you're the token dub now.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this. And
The Pale Gabrach.
But let's not forget, of course, there is the epic Wild Atlantic Way as well. So we're going to be spoiled for choice, lads. We've got a big year ahead of us.
Can we do it all?
Try and stop us.
Let's go.
Yeah.
One. Cunigurt de Gachtrig of an tolas ar fad le fall ar discoverireland.ie.
I tell you what, there's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us. So let's keep discovering and visit discoverireland.ie. And you know what? If you're listening right now, get planning your next short break.
Alini, I'm back in the hot seat anyway.
Yes.
Buíochas mór le dia.
Absolutely.
We
I'm
missed
after
our boot
Nashville.
scooting baby.
Oh, girls, I'm back from Nashville. Christ almighty.
Colin Boothshe, Colin Hotha, Colin Runtonish.
Yeah.
I've left all of it behind me. No, John, I didn't get you any bruntness. I know, so bad.
that's a lie.
I
She
actually
bought
thought
me-
of that.
Hold on.
I did think of that. Oh, look at this. Here we go.
She actually did buy me a gift, Well, she a cup on coffee and me a bottle of pee. Look how dehydrated Doireann is after her week in Nashville. Like,
People would pay top dollar for this stuff.
Okay,
That's
well,
a fetish.
sorry,
I'll take
kombucha.
it.
So it's not it's kombucha.
what's Roy
And
Boy's
potato,
tea?
potato.
Yeah,
Robot.
potato,
Roy
potato.
Boss.
What? It's a type of tea. Girl,
Boss.
Nílimid Louise called it kombucha. See,
I do.
You don't have caffeine this late in the day. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not.
Okay, hold on. Live taste
Since
test. Okay,
when,
get
by
it.
the way?
Okay.
Since, what do you mean since when?
Oh,
What the fuck is the living organism that came out with it?
The
snail?
bacteria of kombucha
bacteria?
is to
We were
make
thinking
your
gluten
gut.
and
No,
shit.
sorry,
No.
there's an
Yeah,
absolute...
that's the SCOBY in kombucha. That's SCOBY.
Sorry, I'm okay for a SCOBY. Did I just...
that's the
what's
live
a SCOBY?
bacteria
In Limerick,
of
a
the-
SCOBY is something else altogether.
Yeah,
Well, we've been
that's
kinda
the
raw,
live
though.
bacteria of kombucha. That's why it's good for your gut.
Jaime Raldo. So
What the fuck? Oh my God, I'm so sorry to anybody who's watching this.
Ew.
Am I meant to drink that?
Yeah,
slime? It's
that's
like
actually
snot.
really great. A good
Cray.
Great. Like, sorry, is that all over my face now?
No, it's all right. It's kind of like
Delicious, but like the snot goo.
But that's good for your. That's what you're supposed to be
And she
drinking.
brought this
like.
all the way from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, no, from Drimnagh. No,
Jaime Raw. So Louise
Where's
is mad
Flower?
for ag Irish Kombucha modern agus dog wrong yoga agus
Yeah.
cacao. She's never heard of kombucha. I feel like
No,
she is
sorry.
the Irish Belle Gibson.
Yeah.
Big health fraud.
Absolutely, yeah. She's
I never
Miss
came to
fucking
have a-
cacao or Madden. She's Miss Cacao or
My
Madden.
documentary on Netflix we show now. Like,
Can I just say, like, I've heard of kombucha, never drank it. Like, I don't know, like, as well if I'm missing out the slimy slug consistency of it.
go on? Touch go on.
So she'll go on now. Honestly, to show really come out.
Please keep in the fridge. Okay, I feel like
You
this.
see, and like
just-
Neo into caffeine traditionally. I thought you'd given up coffee anyway.
Like,
Firstly,
sorry,
entirely.
look at, like, zoom in for snots. Okay, sorry. Okay, Doireann, I love you, by the way, and like a gift is a gift.
There you
It's
go.
Malin, Ola, Louise, is Cara,
And
Malini.
that kombucha
There's no
actually
Scooby
really
Joes in that
spenny
now.
as well.
No,
you
she
know?
should have.
The scopes have.
Yeah, cause she like I think €50 I should never lie.
Do you know what? I'll give you
What a
back the
fighter,
Buidale.
but okay.
What do you want? Shiva now would love that Buidale, and
Yeah,
you could
few
make a
little
little
flowers.
vase or something out of it.
Blá, nu goes again.
Gal, that's for you now.
No.
Delish.
Well, anyway, look, so
Sláinte.
there you go. Visa Queen for
Yeah.
the Chuile and all the rest of it. Anyway, I'm hot off the plane. Rasho, Nashville, Colini. I don't know what. I've one scale, Jeeve.
Oh, go on.
Bhí me géirí Laura Chinach, I probably told you this off camera, Hannah, but bhí me géirí Laura Chinach in Nashville. Not a fucking bookshop to be got in the city of Nashville in Tennessee. I had to get a taxi 5 miles out of town to get a fucking book. That's Trump's America to a T now. I couldn't get over it.
Actually bananas.
No, touch bananas.
Like it's cóisir, eh?
No, it's bananas. No, real redneck kind of,
we don't
cowboy.
read books. We just have guns in our garage.
Exactly. A quote. No, seriously. A quote from the weekend was like, "I don't know the difference between Iran and Iraq, but I do know that Jesus loves me."
Oh.
I know, no, wild.
I know,
Absolutely
R.I.P.
wild.
America.
Between
Iran and Iraq. They don't know the difference between Iran and Iraq.
Jesus.
They didn't know the difference. Yeah. No, that was actually a quote that I got from a man.
Holy God.
And yeah.
Do you ever see like Donny CNN's undercover documentaries,
Yeah.
the Clorica Voshnasha he does be making? Jesus, the characters he meets.
I
like,
know, yeah.
You'd question the world and your existence.
I know,
I am
it's
questioning the
wild.
world.
Like,
Yeah.
and loads of real life
I know.
cowboys, like loads, and they had outrageous names. Like I was chatting to one lad, his name was Chansey. And I was like, that's surely not your real name. And he's like, no, Chansey Farron. He's
By
like,
the
I'm
way,
Irish.
you definitely meet like a Chansey Murphy down at the Willy Week as well.
Well, you probably would like. I feel like if you were Chansey from Ireland, like it'd be kind of like a
Well, they
laugh
could tell
at him.
him.
Like,
Yeah. Well, carefully like Chauncey, like SEA fada and SAI fada. Chauncey.
Chauncey New York.
There you go, Chauncey New
Chauncey
York.
New York.
It's got on my baby list.
Well, I was telling him like if you're Chansey like in Earring, I was like that kind of means like you're kind of gamey, like you know.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh well, ma'am, that's he was all about it. And he's
God.
like, well, come on now.
It's probably like if the boot fits.
yeah. There you go. Now, fucking, I'm absolutely in bits in league. But look, I hope.
But Kabir, is it true as well you bailed out because you were kind of like you had enough? Is a week too long in Nashville?
Oh my God, a week is way too long in Nashville. 2
Yeah.
days in Nashville and then get the fuck out.
Okay.
No, a week was way too. And a lot of people said that to us before we went. But anyway, on we ploughed.
Yeah.
And look, I'll tell you one
On
thing
you
about
rode.
me. Yeah, it is. If I'm some woman to just drive on a session, so I fucking put the head down.
And you got to it.
I saddled the horse and on I rode.
Yeah, Cabir Raw,
Fair
roll the
play.
top with a raw, like, wad row vinnic lane to shut up. Well, look, ceacht foulam ha. It's fucking a iomarca ceacht foulam
iomarca
ha.
ceacht.
A gohin foulam ha gum.
There you
No.
go. Well, look, the how
Fair
to
play.
Lail, we're collectively on the drive, which is great now.
Well, and kombucha.
And kombucha.
Oh, shock
there
is
you go.
kombucha.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
Yeah. What's
Pick
an
your
old
poison.
Scooby
Kick out of that. What's the Scooby between?
between friends, right? That's a bit of fucking good bacteria. Good bacteria.
I'll finish it off before the show's over, before the episode's done. I will.
You'll be down on it.
But
Yeah.
I'm sorry now,
There you
can
go,
I just
Jen.
ask, will I be run to the loo now?
No, to say just gamahagur the chile, like as in just all the good
help.
bacteria.
The
Yeah,
back.
Oh my
good.
God.
Good back.
Coffee cleha like take a shot of kombucha, go
Yeah.
Nerenwood girl, they were they can.
Oh my God, Jesus, you'd be fucking
Those were the
there's good
intent.
bacteria coming out your ears.
Love it.
And now we're with Fina ticket to talk a full Fácagun.
Ooh, yes.
So the tree show Fácagun, Galliav sold out, Kirkig sold out, some had really exula shiva eshkent and chin.
Yes.
But Ballia Clia, tá ticket Fáca the Vlog Clia.
Woo!
Yeah,
Get your ass to the ambassador. Sorry.
August, do you know what we made you do
Yeehaw,
our
partner.
Yeehaw! Fecka with an ambassador, Shiv. Actually,
Come on now.
To Nashville for a week.
Come on
now.
Caroline Deg to be a Wartha.
Jesus loves you.
Tumble out of bed and you stumble to the kitchen.
Pour yourself a cup of kombucha.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. girls.
Country core. We're going to wear Stetsons and nothing else at the
girls.
Dublin show.
Come on. Come in your
Stetson.
Stetson.
There you go, girls. I think we could have a Nashville trip in us yet. Do you know what?
Le
You're-
Cula
you're-
Prada.
Well,
Like
look,
in
on a
the
hat
broad
see new
day.
a Gerlinga, so if it's direct, girl, I am there.
You're on it.
Oh, I
Hey,
said,
sis.
girl, take a shot.
Oh yeah.
Unreal.
So, Cadella and Fogriella le dunno.
Do you know what? We're on Patreon if you want to come and join the fun there. We did a lovely episode in Tacht and Chicata about, and I was raging actually there in Greftoon Asnaf because it was
know.
so you coded. It was about our favourite roads in Ireland.
know.
I failed.
And
Louise
I
said,
know.
what? Did you?
Could we actually do favourite roads? Could it though? And I'd like to talk about the famine roads.
Okay.
Okay.
And therein, I feel you might steer that ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the famine road. Well,
No. This is
Patreon,
on
girl.
Sorry,
Patreon,
Patreon.
honey.
Oh, sorry.
Take
Okay,
shots.
This
right.
is on Patreon, partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I absolutely failed. It was
favourite
not
old
what
town
I was
road.
talking about motorways and all. Louise is disgusted. So, Denimid, Boher, Quidstow,
Okay.
A tiny little spoiler if you are on Patreon. You have to go to listen to this full episode. But she was like, I actually really like the M50. I was like, SOS.
Near Ord Mission. Near
No,
Ord Mission.
you
That
said
is fake
the
news.
M7.
No, I said
You like Junction 14, you said.
I do like Junction 14.
Can't
But
get on
anyway,
board with this.
we'll return to this there on Patreon.
Okay.
Loyala.
To be continued.
Padella.
Right, Colini, will this go cade ma topic or fag and tachtancha?
Go on.
Hit us.
How to host. How to host. Now, did you like my pun that I commented on Lafayette or the Instagram? Because you put up a post, you're like, ban on tea. And I was like, excuse me, ban on tea.
I hadn't a clue what you were talking about.
Oh, for God's sake.
A very hot woman instead of
Yeah,
host.
I was like, ban on tea. Very hot woman, yes. But
Yes.
I didn't think it was a pun. I thought you were just complimenting me.
No, because you were the ban on tea.
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cute, yeah.
You spelt it as ban on tea. You didn't spell it as... Anyway.
Shiva as well
okay.
could totally double
Well,
entendre
it
in
was
the sense of...
dentals. So I was like, how do I? Because it's
It
on
went
tea.
way
Yeah.
over my beautiful...
Do you know what a better
hot
one for
head.
you would be? You would be ban on tea and then ban on tea.
Yeah.
The tea, like she
Okay,
has
better.
the tea and the
Yeah,
tea.
better.
Okay,
Okay.
anyway, come on,
We'll
let's
put
go.
that one down to the
I was
brain.
an
Right.
idiot.
Yeah.
Come to Shiva's for come to Shiva's for tea and tea. You'd have it all.
Shiva Divas
ban
with
on
the
tea with the tea.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Shiva. Okay.
We got there.
Well,
Shiva.
actually, Shiva, chuirtú sus Instagram, come on, tachan shkata, mieller, the muscles. The
Yes.
Muscles, when I'm hosting, muscles is the starter that I usually do. So talk me through your muscle recipe.
Okay, so Siomha or Reeve in
Yeah.
co-cooked mussels, right?
Okay.
So obviously vegetarian, but like mussels, easamwid, they're not sentient, so and they're good for the environment to like to
Pick
take
them?
Yeah, to pick them and to regrow them and stuff. So
Okay, a lot of
that's
thought
our-
has gone into that.
it's our get out of jail free card. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of mental gymnastics and shin. But so Dort May Gunnen the Cahalead, and I found it really easy.
Yeah,
really easy.
they're great.
The one thing that freaked me out was when you buy them, they're alive. Like Doireann Dlí, Cahi should have bion or a Kenny Instweed. So Clan Mayor Doocy to like Bowla Ish Gafor, and there was like
Yeah.
bubbles coming up out of them. I was like, oh, the
Oh,
poor
R.I.P.,
craters.
yeah.
And then they were constantly with shock.
Listen, they're delicious, and I always say about mussels, there's eating and drinking in them, isn't there?
Absolutely.
There is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
And I
yeah.
love
it's
using
big
the
time.
shells then for a little.
Yeah.
And I like using
Yeah.
the shells to take the other mussels out of
Yes.
their shells.
When
As
you
little
get a good
pincers.
scoop.
Yeah, when you find a
Yeah,
good one,
that's-
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But obviously the sauce is integral. So I did a white wine, garlic, butter sauce, and a few little tweaks of tasal, níos mó níos lú fianna, and I'm there.
Delish.
Yeah, I
And
know.
chuir isteach rudbeg uachtar leis.
Yeah, I can dare our fad, rudbug uchther, a little bit of fresh parsley. We'll have to have a
Beautiful.
mussle off, like.
Beautiful,
Oh
beautiful.
my God,
Great.
we'll do a taste
Just cook
test, a
them for me.
blind taste test.
I'll taste them. Yeah.
Okay,
Stunning.
beautiful.
Absolutely love to.
Because bhí medal rá mé na dúdacíní sinna réilge ar muscles ach oh no, it's gone totally out of my head.
They're your starter.
Yeah, they're my starter. Yeah, when I'm I host all. Oh yeah, you can eat loads of them, but need to like really long.
Yeah.
And they're great. You know, they're how to mug or baila ach and you just feel fucked from the drinking or whatever. Mussels is great. Loads of protein. You can eat away all you like and need to reeve kind of roll on.
And they're not sentient, like yourself when you're on the drink.
There you go.
Oh.
Actually, I want to give a shout out to a delicious place that does mussels. Do you ever on the Wild Atlantic Way, Monks in
Love Monks and Ballyvaughan.
Ballyvaughan, actually, is where it is.
Beautiful.
Sorry, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh my God, they've got great
I know.
mussels now.
No, I guys, you make me like sad for
Crave
Claire.
mussels.
Yeah, no, because that's where I perfected my mussels. Was like a gunta chlor. We used to have them like literally every week and be like, tried like loads of different recipes and then like got it like 2 tea.
Tá si dána hair.
Chóisir.
Ar knockmore kilo. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Rishi Kappa Gamyokshi show on a notion.
Cover actually their deal now. Did you
I
go
went-
like fishmonger?
Yeah, I did. If you make your ED out of Dhéanann, and I'm a big Aegis, and all fishmongers are closed.
Yeah.
Dhéanann.
Okay.
So I went to Rights of Merino because their motto is, if it swims, we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew,
And
up
that
Merino.
gets me.
Very
Yeah.
good. Up Merino.
Yeah, so Forrest and Sinead. And also, Conor Mason in Yoke, and then she'd oysters are no cuckoo exent and count.
Big man.
Like
Yeah.
unfried lead.
That's a bit of me now.
I'll do some
Yeah.
cater go to Trasta now. I'll do
Alcoholic. Yeah.
On yes.
But Monks and Ballyvaughan really go and big, and also Moran's Oyster Cottage.
Yes,
Clanbridge.
Olive, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Gohaling as well.
And Lenan's Choma
Yeah.
in Clahan, or not in Clahan, in the Flaggy Shore. Sorry, now Jesus Christ, get me to Clare ASAP.
Anywhere really on the beautiful west coast of Ireland, the fish is good.
Okay, this actually is making me sad for Clare. Jesus
book
Christ.
her on.
Anyway, book me to ride.
This actually isn't how to muscle.
No, this isn't how to muscle. It's how to host. So, what are the elements of a good get together? I want to know.
Okay, can I just lay it all bare here before we get
Okay.
any? I'm a great believer in outsourcing, right? So outsourcing your with talented friends.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you've got good bakes and cooks in your life, I am all for bring a board, bring a, tour latter.
Are you like a hot pot night kind of girl?
Do you know what? I am, if possible at all, I could come to your house. And you could host
You're a
for
great
me.
guest.
I am a great guest. Or like I will organise Rod Agent and Osh Agent Das. Do you know what I mean? I'm more of an organiser than a host. I could organise and be the host in a venue.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And because I think Fuilo her Neil like my hick
Yes,
féinigum
yeah.
that I feel
Yeah,
proud of, or a
Pigum.
Kishton Das, or a Shomra Moore, a big or
Yeah, big time.
I don't know where I'd want to do it in Miyok. Ima Lehain.
Yeah.
And I don't have that for her. The
So-
penthouse we love, but
Yeah, no, I'm actually
Do you know
so
what
with
else
you
we
on
did
this.
about
Come
it?
on,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, and when I was in COVID, we did some Marchela,
Yeah.
had my own house, like, and I
Yes.
loved hosting then.
Yeah.
And outsourcing because I used to
Yeah.
be, I was so ambitious. I'd be trying to do everything, and then
Yeah.
nobody has a good time because you're stressed, and people
Yes.
are like,
Yeah.
she's doing all these bits. No.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Tarchuam
Yeah.
led the ruddy, like especially if you have someone who's on the wall like a bácáil or something, and they do lovely
Yeah.
quiche or
And
pavlova.
like sheet of milk.
Bring your yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have
yeah,
it regular done.
yeah.
We lived in a lovely house in Limnagh in COVID actually, and it was the only time we did this gorgeous little stone like high walled back garden. And do you know? Remember the Imshire was really good at it
Yes.
on Cade lockdown.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I was great a great host to make Aperol spritzes. That was like on
beautiful.
Rodvius now and Dana, and I was like, I will supply all of the alcohol in the Duch and Adasa if ye come with the bigger fat.
Yes.
And do you know
Okay.
what? I gave them a nice place to sit last night, and I had a chimney.
A what?
Beautiful.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Do you know these like little fires outside Scourging?
yeah, okay.
A little chimney, and yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
that
that's-
was the start and end of my hosting days.
That's so funny. That sounds very like I
Yeah.
peaked as a host in Lilling COVID,
Yeah.
and I had I still have a uni pizza oven.
Yes.
And it was the fucking best thing ever because you just make the pizza. I bought a big 52 kilo bag of the 00 flour.
Yeah.
So before anyone comes the night before, make your pizza dough, then get all your bits, and then I just buy like a big cheese board or something, have that at the start, and then let people love
Go
making
hauling,
their own
yeah.
pizzas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would just make some really good cocktails, let people lash away, and just
Yeah.
casual. I think casual is the thing. When you try
Yeah.
too hard, it's not a vibe. I don't
Yeah.
think that's my big. I tried too hard a lot of the time when I was hosting, and I kind of ick myself out when I think back to
Yeah.
it.
No, take them because I don't know. Thos many is about my warm.
Yes.
Yes. Kosher and a dinner
Yeah.
party, so I kind of have high expectations. But again, Kana, I think are gummy rove rodul like kuna valur goranta.
Yes.
Yeah, but I also am a big believer in like it's the little details. Like fair enough, outsource your bia and your juk, but I think like a buint coaty the greenie and telling them where their coat is, they know where to leave at the end of the night.
Yes.
Glassware, very important.
Yes,
and then
Shiva.
having
Yeah.
non-alcoholic soft drinks come out. It's like ruddy bioga kasula shin.
yes.
Oh, the devil's in the details. Dumps in
Oh,
girls.
the devil is.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like at the minute you are really in your hosting era because of the Hig Hainagut and everything.
Tommy Hawk Fainagun, but I've only hosted like 3 or like Liblina now, so
Yeah.
I need to do it more because like I feel like
Thomas Drake will travel.
Yeah.
I do need to do more dinner parties. I do. I absolutely do. Tá sé ar on
Do you
vision
know,
board
it's
the
the
fifth.
fucking glana suas of a dinner
She
party
loves
though.
that. That's her favourite
But
part.
that's your favourite
No, but you know, see, that's
I
what they can
know.
elefui is like my mother would always like a big massive clean of the house that are like Anya Trasna. So that was kind of part of it, and that was quite stressful. Like the house has to be
Okay.
immaculate, so
Yeah.
yeah. Trasna. So that's now part of it for me. Like I hate anyone coming over to my house if it is
Yeah.
not fit
Pigum
for
shin.
Okay. For
consumption.
Yeah.
You know, so that's gonna want a goil and because like the house has to be coglanish and crystal before I let
Yeah.
anyone in the door,
Okay.
and that's before the cooking and the
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's just for the
okay.
one that I don't know. Would you just have someone over if the house is messy? Like you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. I think I would feel like I know you're actually different. You're exhaling.
couldn't give a fuck. Like, honest to God, so bad.
Really?
Girl,
No.
couldn't give a fuck. Like,
But aesthetically,
Do you know
I-
what you
yeah,
do now?
no,
You'd
just
light an
don't.
unscented candle in the bathroom, surely.
do you know what? I
Put
remember
on a
one
fresh
time-
towel.
No, I would. Yeah, no. Well, look, if I was planning something and what I like, whatever, I would make the effort to clean up. But like, I definitely wasn't. I remember one time I was. When I was living in Clare, it was like during the winter, and like all the place was all we close out to dry, and there was a fire lit, so like the fire would like heat up all the room, and so we'd have like loads of clothes out to dry in the fire. Anyway, someone called into the
Airing out, like,
yeah,
sorry,
airing it
okay,
out, but like, literally like at night time
No,
before we go to
okay,
bed,
hold on,
like
let me hear the
I
rest of
put
the
out
story.
anyway. I had on like the coffee table, like, so the clothes horse was full, and on the coffee table I'd like underwear and bras and everything just out to dry, right? Next thing, someone landed into the house, and I was like walking around. Like, I just had took no notice, but they weren't my guest, and they were walking around the house for ages, and I was like, for fuck's sake, like all my underwear and bras and everything just knocking around for this fucking stranger to have a gawk at. And that's where I was like, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, okay,
Anything can be
yeah.
thrown around, but underwears and bras, that doesn't need to be for public
no,
consumption.
you're literally
Norwich,
airing
yeah.
your clean
Yeah.
laundry there.
Well,
Like,
thank God it was clean.
Thank God it was clean.
Thank
yeah.
God it was clean, is all
I
I'd
know,
say.
but do you know what? I think sometimes we're more obsessed. We see it more than the people like talk the shop.
I would take
They
no
do.
notice,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah.
You would, you think, yeah.
I would take
Yeah,
notice.
okay,
Like,
see,
I'd be
that'll-
going around Lemavere like on all surfaces,
Would you?
being like,
Oh my God.
not majorly, but I
I
would
would, because you're
consider.
so like non-judgmental as well,
That's
which is so
wild.
gas. Like, you are very like, you know,
in the bathroom opening, like, because you know, I'm the person who stuffs all the shit into
Oh,
any
I'm
kind
the
of like
same,
a drawer. So you'd open, I'd be like hoping my guests wouldn't open the drawers because everyone would fucking pommel out on top of them.
I do. I wouldn't mind, but like my house is in a state like 70% of the time, and I swish it all together if there's any guests coming over. So I don't know why I judge other people.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm like, if I'm coming over to your house, like whip around with the cloth, like Mr. Pledge.
Yeah, I like
Jesus
it.
Christ, very used to. Well,
High standards, girl. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I hosted a big barbecue in a Taorig, the Highlook Cahill, and I was like, this is my moment, my big time. It was gorgeous. It went off so well. We like rented furniture for the garden and everything. Marnina and Truscadog and then Gordine. Very stressful. And I also had no idea how to make the appropriate amounts of food. So I was eating potato salad for about 8 days. Well, for as long as it kept for.
Yeah.
Like I made mountains. I probably made like 7 different salads. Now bear in mind, Fiachar Cahar Dag talk Trasna, but they only take like a 1 spoon of a salad each.
Yeah.
I honestly made industrial amounts of potato salad, coleslaw, egg salad, pasta salad. It was
But you know
like,
what's a really nice thing of a host then if you go home with a little doggy bag? Did you send your
I was
home with-
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, you know what our new motto is? Better to be looking at it than to be looking for it. So there you go.
That is
As
so
a
true.
host, top points. As
Yeah.
a host, I do not want to be. It's Michigan now. I am Harva Borja if I see delicious food. And like I can't think of anything until I've got a big slice of that food. Like I'm like, oh my god, give me some.
Yeah.
So I want a surplus. I do not want to be in someone's house being
Looking
like,
for it.
I need to get some of that
Yeah.
before it all
No.
goes. You know what I mean?
No, and well, I know this far, no, like dinner parties and stuff, no, on be a fág on Vaden they're done. It's clean on
Yes.
nervy dinner
Yeah.
parties like Moahar,
Delish.
Ma'ahar, which they had quite regularly now. They
Really?
loved dinner parties. Oh my god,
Oh
yeah,
my
and they'd all
God.
go to each other's houses, like, you know.
Oh my God.
I don't know where the keys went. I don't want to know. But they walk it. No, they walk to me on. She'd row for go shin. But I'd stay upstairs. You know, you don't want to chat with your mum and
Yeah.
dad's
I know,
friends. Like
yeah,
I'd come down for a quick chat, and the next morning I would have an absolute feast on the little garlic potatoes that were so much nicer cold the next
yummy.
morning,
Yes.
and my mum's infamous cheesecake. And that was my favourite part, is the leftovers.
So nice.
Alcoholic.
We were never a house of house parties or anything like that. I
Yeah.
have to say, my parents never hosted. Like we would have always gone to Rashka, Hurries, and mom and dad are neighbours. The Sailéad, they're both families. So I would have had grandparents and aunts and uncles who, anytime we were here Sagiri, you'd nearly just go in and join their dinner. Do you know their family dinner, like or whatever. And in fairness, I have 2 uncles who still live in my grandmother's house. They nursed her. She died of Alzheimer's, and they were so amazing for years, right? They minded her, and they like became kind of the men of the house. I suppose neither of them are married, so they are unbelievable cooks. And like you'd go to their house, and do you know it's a real Irish thing that like you couldn't come and leave without eating.
Eating,
So they'd have to
100%,
feed you,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's always unbelievable stuff. They live right out on the cliff edge in Kerryhead, and they always have like fresh fish that's caught, and they just throw it in a big pot, and it'd be like delicious, really Irish food.
Let's add that to
That's
the
the
road
list,
trip.
down to John and Owen.
Yeah, to the Heritage
To
Agenda.
it.
Yeah.
So to surmise, Colleen, what is it so for you that makes the good host? What is it? What do you see in a house you're like, yes, this is unreal? And then also when you're hosting, what are you like, no need to do this?
Well, first of all, the host needs to be relaxed and warm. Like
Yes.
if I sense that you're stressed,
Up-to-high-do.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like you need to have an outwardly calm appearance.
Hard agree.
Even if you're like
dying
pulling
inside.
the fella into the corner, but
Yeah,
big
yes.
awkward
Okay.
I think that's another thought for the thumbs.
Okay.
If the host is taking the workload off me and doing it and bringing me as a guest, 10 out of 10. I
Okay.
love you.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
or I don't know. Yeah, I think like the vibes have to be good.
Yeah.
And I think do you know what? I am going to say it. The drinks vessels need to be nice. Like if you give me an old chip shop glass of wine,
Yeah.
I'm not going to enjoy it. Do you know, if you have a bougie, gorgeous, thin rimmed glass,
Beaut.
I'm having a stunning time.
Thinner the
already.
rim, the
Thinner the
Yeah,
rim.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
nicer the wine. I
The,
don't
the
know.
closer to
Yeah,
God.
absolutely. So you know me, like anything bougie, and I'm like,
Yeah, you know. Do you know what? Do you follow Stanley Tucci online?
Yes.
yes.
And I love his
Negronis?
cocktail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like what I aspire to be, is like fucking people into my house.
A garnish drink as well.
Oh,
a
beautiful.
beautifully garnished,
Yeah,
like shaving your oranges.
Yeah, oh my God. We met in New York. We met cancel into when you had left.
You went to Dante.
I went to
I
so
saw
gas.
it. Yeah.
so
Did
gas.
you get a cocktail?
We were on the martinis all day.
Yeah.
Like, and a martini, by the way, is just vodka.
It's just a mug of vodka.
Yeah.
It's
like.
just a mug of vodka.
well, with a
but-
bit of dirty brine.
Well,
Were they dirty?
No. I actually did have one, a dirty one, but the other ones then we had were these citrus ones, right? It was so bougie. It's like
Yeah.
gorgeous little glass. a shred of orange skin tied into a knot and a spray of grapefruit. See, now if you handed me that in your house, now it was fucking rotten. It was yuck.
But it looked great.
It looked great, and I
Yes.
felt like a
Yes.
sophisticated bitch. See,
Yeah.
now if I landed into your house now and you gave me that, I would think you were God's gift.
Do you know what
Okay,
we did at
noted.
Neil's
Yeah.
hen? Because she's bougie. This is McGriff, and we're all a bit bougie, but it fucking took us ages, but it looked great in the photos. We tied really little skinny black ribbons onto every champagne flute.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the aesthetic of it.
Oh God, I'm not into those many details, but that's impressive.
But it was stunning.
Yeah.
I have to say now, I felt like handing people their mimosa with a black velvet ribbon.
beaut.
Oh,
Very nice.
I'm not
very nice.
it's a little.
Well, Joe, for me, and this is such a basic thing. I love when I go into someone's house and and I try to do it myself all the time. I love an old candle in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ain't him?
Yeah,
No, me too
I
laugh.
just think it's really
Yeah.
like
I love a
homely
quinine
and-
night.
Yeah, a quinine
No.
night,
Well,
but in the bathroom
Same
is.
team.
Jesus. Yeah,
Well, my mind went there. I mean, if the
Oh my
stories
God.
are too.
you don't want to scent a candle around the food.
Exactly. Not in the
Yes,
kitchen.
you're right.
Yeah.
Don't carry the
Absolutely.
cloth.
Yeah.
But like, what about a candelabra on the table?
Oh yeah, as long
gorge.
as they're not scented.
Just not scented,
Yeah.
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 Well, I think one in the entryway, one Solehris.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
do we sound like Martha Stewart?
No, can't forget
acid.
girls.
The
Look,
entryway.
One in the
I
one in
aspire
the
to have
lobby,
an entryway.
in the lobby.
one in the greeting room.
The reception, the coat room.
Yeah, the reception room.
reception area. Sorry, can I actually just backtrack and ask you? I dúirtas go tógad tú cótaí dírí agus iad ag where'd you put them?
I have a coat rack.
To give them a little number, a lotto ticket.
Yeah,
Come back.
Jeremy. Yeah, I'm like, sorry if you lost your ticket. Sorry, like,
Yeah, get out.
That coat
Yeah.
is gone.
A new
Yeah.
coat for Shiva.
Yeah. Oh, that Rixo one gone. Gone. Sorry,
gone,
someone else
gone.
wants to take it.
Tree, anyone? Tree. That's
But I
gas.
just think, and like, you know, like Darren and he, when people are like, oh, I want to go, like, where's my coat? Just letting them know.
Yeah.
Call Will and coat that. You know,
Think of
sometimes
that.
currents being egg and like show more egg and day. And I don't like, then you're wandering the halls of
Yeah.
my, sorry, of a reception room
On the hall,
of my mansion now.
Into the wing, the west wing of the house.
But in fairness, I have to say, Shiva, anytime we have been over at your house, you are good for like providing little snacks. Do you remember the hummus she made
Yeah.
us and like
Now,
the
you've
little
never
sun-dried
taken my
tomatoes
coat.
at all?
But that wasn't a party now. That was a planning meeting.
No, that was a meeting.
That was business,
I
not
was going to
pleasure.
arrive at your house and I turn my back to you.
Butler. Go. Judy and Cliggy.
girl. Yeah.
Collected on my way out.
Yeah,
Just
topless.
after cutting
She's
the
trying to
grass.
tell him twice. Like,
I'll meet you in the entranceway on my way out.
Oh my God almighty.
oh, Céir Gavin if we've Roga of win to the Stock of Talk tonight.
Oh, let me live them on.
No, I'm sorry now. That's now. I know you have feelings about this.
No, ní era mar greeny broga of wint. We
Yeah.
wanted it, but like nar vime like nar hains thú go Canada, like Vancouver, nar vime Vancouver. Marga mi sé harve schnock thú a lilin an gívrig.
Yeah.
Neil cad go the stock to take. Mar tá the broga come on flock.
No, fair. So, tá sé sin fair enough.
And nar vime sa tailin, like a few do stock a shoppy, they're like Brenda Roga agus fána go like last month and shoppy, you know. So it's rud culture
Yeah.
and I really like the idea of it. Like you're tracking all this. Like walking through Dublin City Centre and then you're walking out through your lovely house.
Just
No,
my
tá sé
tú
sin
precht
fair.
leis an bhucht a an dinner.
Yeah.
Canin, brogart, like you'd be like, I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah.
well,
My toes are cold.
Underfloor heating girl.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Oh, sorry.
I'll get the butler to turn it on.
Excuse me.
My feet would be
No,
jammed.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there needs to be like a bucket of like penny slippers. Like it's like
Yeah.
a wedding vibe, but like instead of flip flops, it's slippers.
Yeah, and also it
Yeah.
depends on the time
Yeah.
of year. Like a Brahar and Town and Vlian, I like, you know, shoes off or, you know, in your bare feet or whatever, not a bother. But like, and I'm not going to like if you're living in New York and like you're having people
Yeah.
over to your one bed
Yeah.
apartment, it is a bit yuck. I get that.
Yeah.
And you're going through the subway and everything and like, ooh.
Yeah.
But in general, like coming to your Irish house, do you know, I don't know if we need it.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever be too strict on it because I don't want to be known as the person that's like.
Also, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Also, it's not that big a deal either. Like, if you know that someone's, you know, like we're comfortable in your house, so of course I'd like whip them off, no bother. But like, if I was going into some randomer's house,
And I feel if you're coming to a dinner party, you've your good shoes on as well. They'd be glad.
Yeah.
I know,
Putting on
I
your
know,
brogy maha.
I know, and like it's your
Yeah.
outfit, come
Yeah.
on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Look,
The old stilettos, the Louboutins I suppose we'd be wearing to these
I
fancy
couldn't be
parties.
seen without my Oti das, like you know.
I know.
It's my outfit.
I know.
Oliver.
Okay, can you think so of any instance that you've been too really impressed or like a hostess or a host or
Oh, I have to say, I'm lucky the Cloister girls are all great hosts.
Are they?
And especially the Collini, who have their own houses right now.
Yeah.
I'm probably not in Limnach a going in a lane to shot to be going to all of them, but Emer is one of my friends who is brilliant at like hosting parties and birthdays and things. And she had a birthday for her husband Lajani, and it was great. She's also with her bunscoile, so she had like all games, and she different. The kitchen was like mapped out into like and actually they ref my aunt, so you'd love games. She always does these games nights actually. But you know what? I have one funny story about her and I hosting Lillian COVID, right? And we both were like, we'll make this cocktail that we love. It was a gin spritz or something, right? And anyway, the ingredients were literally just like gin and champagne with a bit of something else, right? So like we were making them all night for people, and like God bless past maths, getting the measurements so wrong. So all of a sudden, like we ran out of gin. Like Joe, we were like 1.5 liters into gin, and we were like, what are we? Like there's only 4 of us. Like what are we doing?
Yeah.
So we were putting in, lads, 3 shots of gin and 1 prosecco, and it was meant to be like 1 gin 3 times prosecco. Or whatever.
I've been that so many times.
Been that soldier.
Yeah.
It was, and actually we still laugh about it because it was a Lynn COVID. I remember you used to walk home when you're 5k. And me and Declan were like walking home, being like, what a night! Like,
So someone with a heavy pour is a good host in your eyes.
No, well, I don't know. Someone who's nice and agraha. There was loads games and
what is it about Moontory Bunscoile though? That like it's like a fucking part of the qualifications they get from Pats is they're all unreal hosts.
Yeah.
She'd agraha.
But I've never been at Moontory Bunscoile's house and like been like, you're not a good host. Do you know what I mean? And like Laura Carja Gumger Moontory Bunscoile Iad, and they're all really good hosts. Even if they're not like some people are excellent hosts, but like a Moontory Bunscoile, you'll always get a good standard of hosting. Even if it's bottom of the barrel.
And then it's just a listy. So see, Moontory Bunscoile and they're listy.
Yeah,
true.
So true.
And they're stationary. I feel like you could come over and have your name on a little
a little menu.
A place. A place.
Do you know like
mat.
A name tag. Place card.
Yeah. I love a seating plan. Now that's very bougie. I know very bougie, but it's literally a court there. Like it's actually free to do but I love a seating plan. I haven't done one yet.
I wouldn't have the nice bits to be making them. Like I'd love to do that.
A card and a pen, like
I know that's true.
Use a little post-it.
Yeah.
But you'd want to be bougie. I'd want like nice paper, like French crepe with the calligraphy pen.
I sometimes see these on Pinterest because we do them at Christmas for like a Christmas dinner, and we'll be like, okay, we'll go over the top and like enjoy planning the one fucking dinner of the year. But I'd love to be real arty like that you could like write out a lovely little menu for people. I don't know. I feel like I've had like a personality transplant. Vog me amach as Mohig Hain into that, because I'm like, I used to be really into like and hosting and having people over.
Did you watch Martha Stewart's documentary on Netflix?
Did I like?
Sorry, it was actually really good. Like, so obviously she made a living out of like homemaking.
Yeah.
But like, not only she wasn't just like, pick your flowers and do this. Like, she ran a very cutthroat, very successucul business out of it. Like she worked on Wall Street beforehand, then she applied that to like her homemaking business.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was very impressive.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I feel like I need to watch that the same way I need to watch Maria Kondo. What's your one who folds her clothes?
Marie
Kondo. Yeah. Anyway, look, I don't feel I'm ever going to be on the mission.
Then
come to your party.
Squeal out.
I'll be on the E. I'll be the E.
My dream is to be like Ed O'Brien used to have these fucking legendary parties in Chelsea and London and invite like all these like outrageously like impressive and cool people, and that is my dream, is to
be a guest.
Or be the host. To be the hoster of those parties, because I feel like the most important thing for being a host for me is a surplus of good alcohol.
Sorry.
I want good wine, I want cocktails, I want after dinner shots.
I want as well. Go.
No, but so Aber Grevan Troragana, right?
Yeah.
We're throwing a dinner party, a how to go dinner party. Who's on our guest list?
Well, can I just say, this is what I was going to say. Okay. I actually take back what I'm saying about hosting. I think more important than the glassware, the guests. A good lineup of guests.
Let's put like it's from our like little black book. I thought I'll go to and Troa going.
Okay.
Sorry, not as informal lovers, as in like Dini Sassail.
But are we going to do Dini Gwilana Gunner, or should we do like the dream? Like,
I don't think inaccessible. I think like St. Ernal and Woman to go.
I was going to say
like who would be the funnest?
We could bring him resurrection from the dead.
Oh, see, okay. So what I like, me now, and I have a few fucking drinks in me. I love pontificating, so I'd love to invite like
People
I'd
who'd
probably
listen to you.
yeah, people who'd listen to me, and like writers and all these people who I could
Put her in the corner. Glariat Ladini.
put me up in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
We'll give her a soapbox Acuna. She'd be grand. Like,
She's one of those high island stools, you know.
Yeah.
Pop her up there at the middle.
There you go.
Fiddle
Look,
staff.
I'd be happy.
Put her up there at the middle. Yeah, I think the people that are at your kosher or your dinner, like there's nothing worse than being at a dinner table and chat is shite or forced, or it's like, you know, you're really like, oh,
well,
it's
that's
bored.
why I think Idir and Troragon that we could make an amazing guest list.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Are you afraid to name names and show like?
I don't think I don't think go Adam the Cara.
Okay, I'll do it in my head.
We'll do it on Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll do it on Patreon.
We'll do it on
we could do it on Patreon.
Patreon.
Okay, we'll do that on the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Boher, August.
Because I do want to share a scale, but I'm not going to share it until I'll share their Patreon.
Okay.
About an
I think I
incredible
know
dinner
what
party
the
I was
dinner
at.
party is,
And
Patreon.
I was sat on we were all put in places and not beside our partners. Anyway, enjoy my scale or Patreon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Scale on a Patreon.
Okay, so Hannah Grant tips isteach on a hey story, what makes a good guest, and Siomha New York, you were on the money. Curate a guest list. Shin Hannah Gastach or Douche. Sorry, what makes a good host? Yeah, curate the guest list. Okay, so that's number one. Prep the night before.
Yes.
Which is also good.
Sorry, on shocked and Rivray, not the night before.
Yeah, do you think so?
Well, the glan tea, that the Kaithu and Shabadorti out of Kaithu and Shabadorti out of, and then Kaithu like quit then Ulfucani out of any Rivray. So like I think we're like Trí go Cara Law did fein Lahulvu.
Okay. Do you know what we don't talk about is
I mean, Lacuna of Brad, eh?
Louise didn't even herself Trí go Cara Law Lahulvu that bonish. Like she's not going to do it for a dinner party. Like.
But is there such a thing as hiring a party planner?
Yeah.
It's done.
You can get a party.
Outsource. I repeat,
sorry,
outsource.
how much money are you making in today, fam, if you were fucking hiring party planners
For a
My
dinner
dream,
party.
In
For
my
your dinner- in your
dreams.
dreams.
Your dreams.
My
Okay.
dreams.
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. Okay.
My dreams. Yeah.
Okay, that's I can get on board that Shin. So prep the night before. Now another one is the Bracklini Glana.
Oh God, are your guests staying?
Oh, Brody.
I don't know.
Okay.
No staying policy in my house.
Yeah, and also
I'll get you a
you
taxi
can't
home.
have people staying over without Bracklini Glana. That's just basic.
No, of course not.
Yeah, that's basic. But I think like all
Do
like
you have to have them stay after dinner? No, go
Well,
home.
like bra Colossus they talk nu like Bader the high look like a very
yeah.
but then you have to like
Are you a
clean
guest house then as well as a restaurant? Like,
and you also have to like clean bathrooms then, which is my least favourite thing to do. Believe it or not,
Okay.
Fred do not Fred,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Canella Hannigan East and Louise, you've this one cracked. Know your limitations. Outsource food. So there you go. That's an Asian chef have led the dish. Angela Hartnett. She's like a famous chef. Hal Sassana. I love that podcast. And she cooks a dinner for all these like famous guests, and she's loads of famous restaurants. But she always says, I buy dessert. She's like, I do not bother my arse.
Yeah.
And
fair play to you.
Yeah, no,
Honest
Ban
to
more
God.
milk show.
Yeah,
So I would
yeah,
just do the same.
yeah,
now.
you really aren't a Banmore. You don't have a sweet tooth at all.
Oh, I have a massive sweet tooth.
I know, but I always feel like I could be really liable to be like, I would just horse into it, whereas you're always going to be like, nah.
Really?
Yeah, I've noticed that
When it
about
comes
you.
to treats.
No, just like if we're out for dinner or getting food or stuff like.
Oh, yeah, I don't
you
get
know.
milk show.
Whereas I'd always be like, anytime I have a big meal, I'm like, okay, I need something sweet after now.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like I eat enough dinner.
Yeah.
But I normally have something sweet after an hour, so like don't judge me on that now.
Oh no, I would literally like clockwork after I've eaten something. I like
they
need to
can
have a
milish,
square
yeah.
chocolate or something to just like satiate
That's
that.
mental.
Yeah.
No, as in like it's literally a
yeah,
mental.
it is. No,
You've
it's a
conditioned
glucose.
yourself.
Yeah, it's to
Conditioned
expect
yourself.
a glucose spike. Yeah. You can never have enough alcohol, which we already.
Yeah. But also have soft drinks.
Yeah.
And also watch your measures. Like, oh my goodness. Do you know sometimes is a heavy pour a dangerous thing?
What do you mean? Are you really wondering that? Of course it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Do you know
Every
what I mean?
time's a dangerous
'cause,
thing.
Yeah, like that's another thing. Like the guests, you want a nice level of merriness at your party. If it's a dinner party, like it's not pre-drinks.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You're like knock with no Dini or Aniha.
Yeah.
After all your
Yeah.
effort and
Yeah.
the tips that we've
Exactly.
given.
You want to make it to the outsourced milshog in some
Yeah,
kind of state.
Yeah.
Of affairs.
There you go. Well, what about a cheese board? Are you fans of cheese boards?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes.
but ní credum in a cheese board done Vilshog.
Yeah, no, not my show. I would do like a cheese board, kind of a sharing platter at the start.
Yes.
Let people pick at that.
Yes.
And then, because the cheese is always a really nice, by the end of the dinner, you can't really indulge properly after night because you're like so full.
Agus Costco decadent, like, you know?
Co-decadent, yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, it looks good.
not Costco decadent. That's just a sentence. I don't know what it is uttered very often.
Well, there you go. Hannah Grant, horror stories, Strach Mealler hosting a lot of Scale to Mealler Project X style parties where people were expecting like 20, 30 people and then a load more showed up.
This used to happen to us. I lived on shout out to anyone who's lived there, actually my sister, since I don't know who's in the house currently, because the Cantons commandeered this house on College Road in UCC for honestly the bones of 10 years, and it was right on the corner of like across from Brookfield. People who went to UCC will know this, and it was such an open door house that it was kind of lethal to have a kosher, because once you could see from the road there was a kosher there, and it was Aaron Moher, and it's where people were walking past to go into town,
so everyone would drop into it.
Yeah, it used to be awful. I remember one rag we got an owl spud through the window. Dreadful.
Jesus,
Dreadful.
and
how do you control that though? Do you know what I mean? Like, would you be the host that's like, get out, it's full?
I have thrown people out of.
Have you?
Yeah, we had a party that there was just too many people, so like the people who were living in the house should bleed though in now. Those of us who were living in the house, we kind of skedaddled upstairs. We were like, there's too many people downstairs. So then I was the designated person to go down and be like, our neighbours called the guards, everyone has to get out, which wasn't true whatsoever. It was just to get everyone out.
And did they leave?
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah.
Oh, that must have killed you.
I was the big bailed bitch. No, like I had went around to a few people. I was like, you upstairs. So we kept like a select few. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We could have
I
done
literally was going around like tapping people, be like, go on up. And I think I was like, out, sorry. Neighbours, Gordy,
God.
Yeah.
Fair play there. Yeah.
Scéal an had gestachen. So I had a party in 6th year. My friend's boyfriend and his friends came and they robbed everyone.
Oh
my God.
That used to actually happen a couple of times. Or Mrs. Shavely, and I remember being at house parties where people were robbed. It was rotten in a house party. You're like some fucker here.
Why
now.
would you like?
Yeah, really gahanish. But anyway, look, if you ever came to a party in our house, I guarantee you probably would not be robbed.
Yeah,
probably. On will glúiscuibh den tachtan.
Okay, so bhí con chlór cáise ará, gur cheese board, barcas new forest bar, surplus, as you mentioned, Doireann, of alcohol and food a goni, lista sipadorachta, Anna Havachduck, and the all-important Ari Glynna, or glassware.
Anna Va.
Okay, jeepers, you've taken loads of them. What about Cowru? What's outsourcing?
Yeah.
Rud éic mar sin Takeíocht or there's truly a focail eile or
má hagan duine gabhairt nó maithe tú.
Yeah, I'm sure go bhfuil rud éic down, or like a planner. Rud éic mar sin.
Oh, shock inchig.
Go on.
Is outsource.
Shock and shig.
Okay.
Yeah, shock windshoe.
Jeez, I'm shocked.
Right.
Shock and shoe. Shock and shoe.
Uh-huh.
If ever there was a woman, an advocate of it.
There you go.
Anna Va. Well, Doireann so manglam socha a gur cocktail agus na dúlacíní a gur na mussels.
Can I go in or garnish? Something like it's like a mashu
or I don't know where they can let mashu
socha garnish new mashu khan at
mashu khan. Let's creation.
There you go.
Mashu das
on the ass.
Or then a grillny.
Yeah, on the ass or fad. Well, if not fog meet and sanags key mesh even talking
and a huge gurmí le mágad a ríis to our sponsor Fáilte Ireland.